Yeah, it was a fantastic season. You know, we worked extremely hard. We put a lot of new systems in place, new things for the players to follow. So it was an adjustment at the start of the season for a lot of players, not used to being on the ice as much and playing as professionals. So there was that to get to grips with at the start of last season. But once we got used to a new environment, things went really well.
And an unbelievable turnaround from a couple of years ago as well.
Well, I started here 6 seasons ago, and Red Hockey came involved 2 seasons ago. And for the first 4 years, you know what, without those 4 seasons, Red Hockey wouldn't be here right now. So there's a lot of good things happened in that time. We were able to attract young players, develop young players, and we were talking about Dan Scott there before. He was one of the first guys that we signed. So players like that perhaps wouldn't be where they are now without a team like Telford 4 years ago. But yeah, of course, it's huge strides, but it comes down to investment. And we've been able to invest in the players, we've been able to invest in the club and the infrastructure around it, and put a lot of time and development into junior ice hockey within the area. So a lot of good things are happening in Telford around ice hockey.
And how is the situation junior-wise? And kids come into the game. Did you see it on the up?
Yeah, well, I've been involved with the junior club here now for a long time, and as a Tigers club, we've taken over the Learn to Play programme, which is our beginners ice hockey. That's gone from strength to strength. Junior club, for instance, 2 seasons ago had 7 under 10 registered players. They've now got over 30, and a lot of it comes down to the exposure and the work that the Telford Tigers are doing to get people involved or get people interested in ice hockey. First port of call is to come and watch the Tigers play, and then there's a lot of interest from youngsters wanting to get on the ice and play, and a lot of our guys coach with the junior club as well, so they get to see the guys up close.
And I guess there's good prices and offers on for kids to come and watch the game.
It's great for the kids here, under 10s ice hockey. They can come in and watch for free as part of the Tiger Cubs programme. To get involved with our Learn to Play programme for an 8-week course, so it's only £30. So you know, each session's very reasonably priced when you can make a comparison with others. And one thing we want to do is we want to get kids involved and try and keep them involved. It's not a cheap sport for kids to play.
Sure.
The commitment's quite big. There's a lot of travel for youngsters up and around the country. It's not football where we're 5-10 minutes down the road for a game, so there is a commitment. But to give them the first taste, we make it as cheap as possible to get new players involved.
And the dream to be in the main team, and they seem like a good set of lads in there.
We've got a great team, and a lot of people have questioned that we haven't had or made that many changes. Last season we had huge turnaround of players, and I think having some continuity, I think that's going to be one of our strengths this year. That we've only added 2 guys to our roster, and for me, I believe that the 2 guys that we've added improve our team. But like I say, one of our strengths is that continuity in that dressing room. It's a great group of players who have a strong core, and our leaders are exceptional at getting guys to buy into what I ask, and then what is the best way to do things as well. So it's an exceptional group. The natural presumption around ice hockey and sport in general, I think every year the teams get better, get stronger, and I think certainly this year when you look around what's in the league, I think the imports at the level, the EPL level now, are very good standard. And I think that the way we recruited last year has perhaps given everybody a little insight to the changes that you can make. Everybody's kind of adopting a little bit more depth as part of their strategy from within their team unit, so that means more players. Traditionally, ice hockey's been played in this kind of three lines, and for a large part of last season we went with 4 lines, so we were able to keep our energy up. It limits injury because you're not playing players as much, and a lot of teams have adapted that approach, but it's a difficult model to follow because you have a lot of guys not playing as much as perhaps they would like to. So you have to manage people and manage players, and it's not always an easy task. But in terms of the league being closer, for sure. Like I say, I'm comfortable with our team, but I know we're going to be pushed. I believe we've got the character in here to respond.
Obviously dominating to such a large extent last season, is it easy to become complacent?
I think so. I think one of my big concerns, and it's still to be addressed properly with the players, is a little bit of over familiarity. But saying that, we've had two practices now, and I don't see that on the ice. Guys have come into camp in great shape, so guys have been working hard to maintain their fitness, improve strength, or add to areas of their game that perhaps are little weaknesses through the summer, and they've come in great shape, and a lot of the guys are looking extremely good out there.
And I guess goals for the season, converting the double into a treble.
Yeah, ideally, and we want to set high expectations for the team, but they have to be achievable. And for this group of players and this club, those are achievable. We were perhaps a little disappointed with our end of season playoff, but it's credit to Peterborough. They made it extremely difficult for us in that semi-final. So, but one step at a time. The league's the big prize in this country, and then the playoff, and then the cup. So. we'll be there, we'll be pushing hard in everything, and you know, I know the guys here will be working hard as well to make sure that we do our best in all three competitions.